going on, Jerome's? Made it to a Friday. So we're doing a Friday happy hour, Vikings 7-round mock draft and depth chart update. So we got a Celsius, which I feel like they're not sponsored, but I feel like we made it too easy to get copious amounts of caffeine. I feel like that might be an issue. Also, I was thinking about this. So Celsius, delicious, sponsor us. It's like Four Loko, but minus the Loco part. And I feel like, so there's two inflection points, which were a great time to grow up in this country. So first one is if you're an adult, late 70s, early 80s. So pre-AIDS and mid-Coke or post-Coke, pretty close to post-Coke. But for me, so I was in college, really before social media started. So like I remember as a freshman, we had to sign up for the Facebook. It was weird, man. It was weird. Also, I was already hitched up before like dating apps and stuff. I hear it's just like a wasteland out there. So I got friends that are like in their early and mid 30s that are still single, and they're fantastic people. But they said like it's like being left in Vietnam. I don't know. Our analogies are all over the place today. I blame the caffeine. Anyways, happy hour mock draft. Let's go. So, do we trade right now? I mean, it's possible. Could Jaden Daniels force his way out of Washington? We'll see. But just for schnitz, all right. So let's make a deal with the Patriots. Where the reports that the Vikings could be looking to make a deal before the draft. It's certainly interesting, and I don't think you make a trade to 4 or 5 before the draft. If you can get the 2 or 3, yes, go ahead. So let's do 3. Patriots, 11-23. Can we get a player from them just for schnitz? Oh, can we get Jalen Rager or KJ Osborne back? That'd be funny. That'd be funny, man. Let's hear. Cole Strange. Oh, Riley Reeve. Riley Reeve's not on the Patriots anymore. Didn't he retire? Antonio Mafi, prior to UCLA. Sidney Sow, small school stud. Michael Jordan, MJ. Do we just toss it in just for... I'm just going to do it because there's so many jokes. So he's a 6'6" guard. He's not a very good offensive lineman, but also I don't care. So offer trade. Enhance. Now, it's probably going to be costing more than 11-23. So let's just say for all intents and purposes, we included the 2025 first. Right? That's the cost of doing business. So starting draft. So Caleb Williams up there 1. Jaden Daniels ends up going 2 to the commies. Now, I just want to check this out. Washington Commanders. So now that they've selected Jaden Daniels, is he available for trade? He's not. That'd be hilarious, though. That would be absolutely hilarious. But, all right, so now at 3, perfectly fine taking Drake May in this spot. And in terms of absolute ceiling, Drake May, he has it. He has it, man. So we got a quarterback of the future. And, Drake May, we talked about how the Vikings do have the best setup here for a rookie quarterback. But more importantly for May, he can sit. He can sit and learn the finer points of the game, break down and rebuild some of his mechanics. Now we're at 108. Actually, I want to do something crazy. So let's get the Jets on the horn. Jets, Jets, where you at? All right, so the Jets. So they've had conversations about they may not pick up the 5th-year option on offensive lineman Elijah Vera-Tucker, AVT. Now, if the name sounds familiar, he was the player taken out of USC. Back in the day. Minor error there. But AVT was taken at 14 overall in 2021 after the Vikings traded back and the Vikings took Darrisaw. Now, I love me some AVT. He's had injury issues the last couple of years, but toughness, versatility, he got it. And also, first-round pedigree as well as injury issues. I mean, that's Kwesi's parlay right there. So, AVT, I want to make an offer, but I don't want to give up a lot. Right. So the Vikings, I want to hang on to both 4th-round picks because obviously that has value. Can we get him for a 6th? No. Can we get him for a 5th? No. Can we get him for a 4th? No, it doesn't even matter. So that's great. So I just went down this. Actually, you know what? Forced trade. There you go. So I picked up AVT for 167, and it is certainly possible that if they decline his 5th-year option, that they could look to move him, and we'll just take that. So there you go. So bonus. We're getting in the AVT business. All right, so we got AVT and Michael Jordan. We're good to go. But that does not change things for us. So Tyrone Tracy, they're chilling. I love me some Tyrone Tracy, former wide receiver at Iowa. He runs like he's drunk, but in the best possible way, which is funny. Receivers. Let's look at the running backs. I feel like this running back class is getting slept on. And I want me some Estime. I'm going to get me some Estime. That's what we're going to do. Mahogany's there, many leather-bound books. Jerry Jones, Brendan Jackson. I'm glad that he got his draft stats upgraded because I always felt bad grabbing him in the 7th round because I know he wasn't going to be there, but he's a stud. Should we just take Tyke, the safety from Georgia, just to piss people off? It'd be funny. Tavondre Sweat. I think that the Tavondre Sweat drop is going to be for real. Yeah. All right. But I know this is going to be unpopular. I fully understand that and accept it. Audric Estime is a stud. He's going to be a stud. And, yeah, you got Aaron Jones as well as Ty Chandler, but Estime brings a little bit of power dynamic. Also, he's a patient runner. He's not a home run threat, but he's a very good short area, short yardage running back. And I feel like he's really getting slept on. So I'm going to stick and pick and take Estime at 108 because he probably won't be there at 129. So we did the business. There you go. All right, so now Tanner Bortolini is there. Mekhi Wingo from LSU. Trevor Keegan, of course, is also hanging out, chilling. Eichenberg. Dwayne Carter. Man, Dwayne Carter's still there? Shoot. All right, so between Carter and Wingo, it's super close. That's really super close to me. Mason Smith is also there, so I would feel okay if Mason Smith end up being our guy at 157 if he gets that far, or LT3. Man. Do we package up some of these picks to make sure that we get our guy? Because all right, so let's see who's there on the interior offensive line. All right, so I want to target Bortolini, as one is wont to do. Zinter's a stud too. Love him. Dylan McMahon is also there. Basically, it's funny how the entire Michigan offensive line is getting drafted. Defensive tier. So Mason Smith, they've done a lot of work on. Physical freak. Tyler Davis out of Clemson, I like a lot. LT3, of course, is still there. McKinley Jackson, if we want a true nose tackle. Gabe Hall, lots of physical upside there. But, all right, so let's package up some picks. All right, so, well, first off, let's take a look at. All right, so Mason Smith, his ADP. Actually, no, I want Carter too. So, all right. Next up is the Ravens. What's it going to take to get 130? All right, so we will include 157, 177. All right, so that will get done. All right, 2 7s. 2 7s. All right, get 250 back. All right, do we do the full pretty Ricky Spielman? So this is off screen, but we're getting back 3 7th round picks. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Offer trade, enhance. All right, so we got back-to-back picks as we're wont to do. So we are going to take Tanner Bortolini. So Bortolini, a physical freak at the combine. Also, he showed that he's scheme agnostic. Does have a decent anchor. I think that he will eventually take over for Bradbury at center, and he can compete for one of the guard spots immediately. Let's go from there. So Dwayne Carter is there, just chilling, winking at us. I love me some Dwayne Carter, heart and hustle. Mason Smith is also there. I mean, LT3, it's kind of a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Dwayne Carter. He is our standby, and we go from there. All right, so O-line, D-line. Basically, we've hit everything except for, I don't know, cornerback, wide receiver. Yeah. But in terms of what we can do the rest of the way, so Jordan Jefferson is there. Carson Steele. Ooh, Joe Milton. Joe Milton is there at the back end of the 6th round. Do we just take him just to throw a dart? Because he's probably going to move to tight end anyway. And like we said, can he be Taysom Hill plus? Yes. Ish. And hell, given his movement skills, given the upside with his arm, could he actually develop into a little something? It's possible. Jaden Crumedy, solid run-stopping defensive tackle from Mississippi State, also has some upside as a pass rusher. Cephas is there. I absolutely love Josh Cephas, man. Even though I never trusted Josh. Cam. So we burned down Cam Ryder's mock draft where he took Cam Little in the 4th round. But in the 7th, I got no issue, man. I got absolutely no issue. So we are going to take Crumedy. So we got our nose tackle. We're going to take Cephas. So we have a guy that could be in the mix, wide receiver 3-4, as well as Cam Little, yes. And then also we got pick 250. Turned down for what? Man, I'm liking this. I'm liking it. So, Devo. How'd Devo end up all the way back here? Scanning the board, but I'm leaning Devo. All right, so MJ Devonshire coming on in from Pittsburgh. I like it. I like it a lot. So, recapping what we did. So, we would have included the future first rounder. So let's just say that it's 11-23 and the 2025 future first rounder for Michael Jordan, who might not even be on the Patriots anymore. Don't care. But we get number 3 overall. We go up to get Drake May. He's the guy. Yes, sit. Have him iron out some of the bad parts of his game. And the great eval and analogy that I saw is that he will miss some layups, but he will also drill game-winning half-court shots. And that's what Drake May can do. Bet on absolute ceiling, and he has the infrastructure, and this is the best spot for a rookie quarterback. And Drake May can sit and grow and show and marinate behind Sam Darnold. I love it. Estime in the 4th round. I understand. Running back, your second choice. Don't worry about it. I think Estime has a chance to be very, very special, especially behind this new offensive line with Tanner Bortolini, new center, going to compete for one of the guard spots immediately. Also, Dwayne Carter coming on along the defensive line, can play 4-tech, 5-tech, 3-tech, whatever tech. Heart and hustle up front. Guy who at minimum is going to be great against the run and developing as a pass rusher as well. Plus, we randomly just traded for AVT, Elijah Vera-Tucker. No problem. So had injuries in the last couple of years, as well as former first-round pick. Again, he's a guy that Kwesi is going to love. So we got that done with the Jets. Maybe a force of trade. Who knows? Did a deal with the Ravens. So we were able to take Bortolini and Carter back-to-back. But in the 7th round, five choices. So Milton the 3rd. Yes. Is he probably going to be a tight end? Yes. But his upside in terms of a rocket arm and mobility, I mean, could Kevin O'Connell design some really fun packages for him? Sure. Could he develop into a quarterback 3+? Sure. Jaden Crumedy. So adding some size along the defensive line is going to, at minimum, is going to be very good against the run. Also, I think that he has upside as a pass rusher. Joshua Cephas put up huge numbers for UTSA. I think that he slides in very nicely as a wide receiver 3 project. Cam Little, boomer. Absolutely destroyer at kicker. Fine drafting him in 7th round, not so much 4th round. Also, MJ Devonshire Devo, a super feisty cornerback from Pitt. I think that he will add some great depth to the Vikings cornerback room. So, like we said, depth chart. So Slinging Sam Darnold's still the guy. Drake May nipping at his heels. Also, you could put Joe Milton in on the list, although we did list him as tight end here. Estime is going to be in that running back room mix with Aaron Jones and Ty Chandler. Really love that. Cephas starting out at the bottom. Now we hear in terms of the wide receiver room. AVT comes in. He's going to start on one of the guard spots immediately. And also, I would pick up his 5th-year option. There you go. Tanner Bortolini behind Bradbury. And hell, if Bortolini looks good, Bradbury has offset language in his contract, even though he has got $4.5 million and change guaranteed. So, I mean, Bortolini looks good. Could you just cut Bradbury in camp? Who knows? Also got Mike Jordan. There you go. 6'6" guard from the Ohio State University. And then also we don't have a safety here. All right, so along the defensive line, Dwayne Carter, I think, slides in as a starter immediately. Jaden Crumedy probably going to work his way up. And also, remember, you got Quaylen Roy. Hopefully going to be doing some things in year 2. And then the only other defensive player we added was MJ Devonshire. I think that he could contend and push for a spot on the 53-man rooster. But that's it. That's it. Vikings mock draft Friday happy hour edition. Have some fun, man. Have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your life. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Once worth the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.